My name's Anita Catherine Whaley. I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Um, well, first of all, I'm applying for orientation and mobility right now. The orientation and mobility will just give me more confidence, and I'll be able to navigate by myself easier. And then if I do get a leader dog, it will just be an added asset for me to be able to travel and feel confident about what I'm doing and where I'm going. I was born with congenital cataracts, and it has developed into glaucoma. So it's wide angle glaucoma. And I've been dealing with vision problems my whole life. They didn't know I had the problem until I was 10 months of age. And, um, and then from 10 months of age to 18 months, I had 4 surgeries on my eyes, and um, the I got my first pair of glasses at 18 months, and I've been a go-getter ever since then. So I graduated with honors from Carl Albert High School, and then I went on to college at East Central University and got a double degree in education, one in elementary and one in secondary Spanish education. Went to OU, taught for 2 years while I was working on my master's program, and got my MA in Spanish from OU. And then I went to, I've been working, going to school most off and on since then. I worked on my human resources program over here at OSU OKC, and got my certification in human resources. And then my boss wanted me to go to Virginia and go to University of Virginia, and so I got a certificate in management from Virginia through the National Industries of the Blind. It was an accelerated program. Anyway, I've had a good life. I've been blessed. I've studied in Mexico and in France, and I just feel like I've really lived my life to the fullest. Well, right now, I have an 80-acre farm that I need to check fences, and I need to be able to walk around on the farm. I'm afraid of falling. Um, I also, here in the city, uh, problems with the sidewalks being uneven, and I do have problems at night being able to see where I'm going, or uh, it's just difficult to get around at night. So I usually try not to be out at night very much. The sidewalks are difficult because they're uneven. Whenever they put the concrete in, they put it in squares, and some of the squares have gotten uneven. Some are higher and some are lower, and it's difficult because your cane hook falls, hits it, and then it bounces back on you. And so I don't know if I'm using the right tip, or if I need a different tip for that situation, or what. And also, whenever you're on a sidewalk, but then all of a sudden you're in a grassy area, um, it and the sidewalk ends, and so I don't know how to handle that. Crossing the street can be difficult and dangerous. Well, like if I'm facing the sun and I can't see the walk sign, I have to kind of judge about when the light changes and when it's safe to cross, uh, especially whenever they do not have the audible walk signs. And here in Oklahoma City, some of the crossings do and some of them do not. But I usually try to take it one step at a time, and just be real careful. I usually handrail. I try to use a handrail if it's available. If there's a ramp available, I'll use a ramp instead of stairs. Well, I've fallen at usually it happens at a place that I'm not familiar with. I've fallen several times at my niece's out in McLeod because she has a dog that digs. And anyway, I've fallen a few times out there. It's just usually something that I don't know is in the way, and I'll trip over it, or um, you know, just not. I have to be really familiar with the area.